This is my final project presentation. Communication is when two or more persons talk and interact with one another to meet a goal. Whether the goal be entertainment, negotiation, interest, or a job to get done, they are all equally important. Communication is powerful and needed in our community today. Without communication, we would struggle greatly as a species. Places that require effective communication are work, school, home, hangouts, relationships, etc. Some of the types of communication are verbal, nonverbal, interpersonal, intercultural, persuasive, informative, and political, though there are many more than just those. J.K. Rowling discussed her success, failures, and hardships during her time in college. She passed down wisdom she had learned to all of those Harvard students at their graduation. It was a very organized speech and was executed very clearly. Barack Obama delivered a powerful and enlightening speech in Urbana, Illinois. He encouraged Americans to vote in the upcoming midterms. His speech, as the title suggests, is passionate and very clear. Paige Hyuk gave a speech about the signs, feelings, and facts about love. She had very scientific research and facts to back up why people fall in love. There are 3 chemicals you feel when you fall in love, which are dopamine, adrenaline, and serotonin. This talk by Adam Alter was very enriching and very persuasive. He noted that screens are revolutionary and amazing, but they do harm us when we are on them too long. He said that back in the day, there was always a stopping point in newspapers, TV shows, and magazines. The newspaper would be done when you finished reading it. 1 episode came out each week for TV shows, and magazines had sections. Books have stopping points as well. Each chapter signals the end and allows you to take a break. In modern days, there are no stopping points. The media feeds just keep going. For the Birds is a short film with nonverbal communication, gestures, and facial expressions. The film shows that these tiny little birds are fighting for space on the phone cables. And then this huge bird comes out of nowhere and dominates their already cramped space. The birds, only with looks, communicate that they need to get rid of this bird. It backfires on them, and they end up getting launched into the air. It does a very good job while using no words or sounds to communicate what is happening. Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, and Flash are communicating to achieve a goal. Judy is telling Flash the license plate number quickly because she wants to get out of there right away because they are in a hurry. But Flash is a sloth, so he is slow to respond to her fast-paced conversing. Nick doesn't help with this conversation, but actually makes it worse by distracting Flash from the task at hand. He constantly makes jokes that distract him. In this scene, Jasmine and Aladdin start their relationship together with a kiss. They went out on a carpet ride and have shared intimate thoughts and feelings with each other, so they decided to bring their relationship to the next level. Coco's grandma is finally approving of him playing music when his great-grandma responds positively to him playing guitar. His grandma had rules that they were not allowed to play music ever because of something bad that happened. Coco was discriminated against because he wanted to follow his dreams, but they didn't line up with his family's wants. Much like us with other cultures, we discriminate against them because of stereotypes we have. The queen doesn't approve of her son's choice of bride because Aurora's mother is Maleficent. Tensions were high when the king invited them over for dinner. It ended up being an explosion of emotions when their family cat attacked Diaval, the Birdman, and Maleficent used magic to contain their animal. The queen ended up accusing Maleficent of cursing her husband when she herself stabbed him with a cursed knife. The source was from a medical news source, and it is very informational. They have lots of information about gaslighting from many professionals and academic authors. There are 6 different tactics that people use to gaslight someone. They are countering, withholding, trivializing, denial, diverting, and stereotyping. Brett is arguing and bringing to light the issue of men mansplaining womanhood. This is a modern media source because it is on YouTube, which most people use, and because it talks about modern-day problems. Our world today thinks that if a man just says he's a girl or a woman, then he is a woman, and it is offensive if you say otherwise. She discussed how 2 men were put on a podcast to talk about girlhood, when these companies didn't put actual women on it. I loved learning about speeches and how to prepare for them. I know that before delivering a speech, you need to either memorize it, make bullet points, have flashcards, or just impromptu the speech on the spot. I have gotten more comfortable this last semester with speaking in front of an audience. I thought it was quite interesting that every small group has multiple stages it goes through over time. The different stages are forming, norming, storming, performing, and adjourning. Overall, this course was very helpful and useful in my development as a person.